guys, I'm Kathy. I grew up to be an extreme introvert kid. Forget about having a conversation with someone, or for the matter of fact, speaking to a camera in English. If somebody would come and have a conversation with me, or even if my teacher asked to just read a book in English, I would literally fumble, I would stammer, and it used to scare the shit out of me. I was so bad at it because I was like, if I would speak, everybody will judge me and I won't be able to do it. And that fear, oh God, it was there in my heart for so long. And trust me on this, if I could overcome it, anybody of you who is watching this video can overcome it. It's my promise. I can vouch for it. You will be able to speak fluently without fumbling and with confidence in English. So what are you waiting for? If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and let's get straight into this video. Now, first of all, understand how come you are so confident speaking your native language. For example, if your native language is Hindi, you are extremely fluent at it. Why are you fluent at it? First of all, understand that because you have been speaking in Hindi since childhood. And that's why your brain has a practice of processing your thoughts and your emotions or whatever you are trying to say in Hindi. And that's why you are so fluent at it. Any language that we speak, your brain first processes it in your mind. And after processing, you speak. So basically, first of all, whatever you're thinking, your brain translates it into the language that you're about to speak in, and that's how you speak. Now, if you are in the habit of speaking a language, it's very easy for brain to process it and it can actually think in that language very easily and very fast. Because you are not in the habit of speaking in English every single day, so your brain obviously will take some time to first convert or translate whatever your thoughts are into English, and then you will speak. So because you are thinking slowly in English, you are speaking slowly in English. You are just not able to form right kind of sentences, right? You might face this problem. I used to face this problem a lot. I could not even put together a proper sentence in English before speaking. I was so scared. Literally, I was a lost case. So how to actually think properly and faster in English so that we are able to be fluent and confident in this language? The first thing is understanding the consumption and production aspect of speaking. What is the consumption and production aspect? Consumption is basically whatever everybody says to do. Like for example, read books, watch YouTube videos in English, watch shows in English, listen to podcasts in English. All of these basically helps you to increase your consumption in that language, which is great. You should do it. But trust me, if you just focus on the consumption of language and not production. Production is basically speaking and expressing your thoughts in a way which is lucid and comprehensible, and it is extremely easy to understand to someone whom you're talking to. How do you expect to just focus on consumption and not actually speaking a language or practicing a language and to be fluent in it? Forget about speaking a language. Anything in this world, if you want to be good at it, you have to practice it. Jitni bhi theory le lo, until and unless you are there doing it practically, you won't be good at it. So to be good at it, you have to focus on practicing the language properly. How to do it? There are 3 ways. First is the shadowing technique. What is the shadowing technique? Whatever shows or piece of content that you enjoy, okay, just watch it. For example, if you like a person's accent, you like their vocabulary, the way they speak, the way they do pauses, their accent, just, watch their content, hit the pause button, and whatever they are saying, just repeat it at the same pace, using the same accent and everything same. This will basically help you develop a nice accent that you want and also enhance your vocabulary. Second technique, imitation. Imitation and shadowing technique are different. Imitation is basically you're watching a piece of content First of all, listen to it completely, pura, not line by line, but listen to it completely. After that, hit the pause button and remember whatever that person said. Then summarize it in your own words and then speak. Okay? Now, when you're speaking, third step is record yourself. It's a little bit of effort, but trust me, you have the benefit that you are doing it alone. There is no fear of judgment and you are doing it in the comfort of your room. So, just for 5 minutes, record yourself speaking in English every single day. It's like maintaining a video diary for yourself. And trust me, it works wonders. See, whenever you're speaking, your brain is actually busy translating your thoughts into that language. And that's why it is not that focused on whatever words you are mispronouncing or whatever sounds you are missing. So that's why whenever you record yourself, you see your recording later and you are like, oh shit, oh, I mispronounced it. This was wrong. You are able to pinpoint it and actually then improve yourself. And the second benefit of it is when you are actually recording yourself, for example, you recorded yourself for straight 30 days. Watch that video of first day and then day 30. You would realize, bhai, kitna difference hai. And when you see progress, that's what motivates you. Nothing motivates you more than actually the progress and growth that you make. So that's why maintain a video diary, and trust me on this, it works wonders. Second is, don't be jack of all trades and master of none. What do you mean by that? A lot of people will just focus on enhancing their vocabulary. They will learn new words every day. They will learn new phrases every day, which is great. You should do it every single day. But they don't implement it in their real life. And that's why they are working on their passive vocabulary, that is enhancing their vocabulary, but actually not converting it in active vocabulary. They're not using it in real life. Just tell me one thing, which is better? Knowing 500 words properly with the use of it, or knowing 2000 words and not using it properly because you don't know where to use it. Every single day, just make a target of knowing one new word or one new phrase that native speakers say on their daily basis. And then know that word's meaning and where to actually use it. And then try to implement it, try to include it in your daily vocabulary. Trust me, that is better than learning 5 words or 10 words a day. It's literally of no use. Smart work karo. Start small and become smarter each day. Small steps, always. Third is focus on monologues and dialogues. Every single day, try to have one single topic in your life. Maybe your job, your career, your day, your parents, your family, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Any topic that you have in mind, that you love speaking about, that you're obsessed with, and speak about it. Akele baith ke. Stay in your room and just look in the mirror and speak about maybe your day, maybe something that you like, anything that interests you. Just speak about it looking in the mirror. And also what you can do is that if you have a person in your life who is proficient in English, just have a conversation with that person only in English. Or you can even ask that person that I'm trying to improve my English, so please can you just have a conversation with me, speak with me, and whatever wrong I'm doing, just pinpoint it that this is wrong, and learn. You can actually practice with your friends, your family, any person who is good with English, and just ask them to have a conversation with you every single day. The more you practice, the fluent you become. And even if you don't have a person to talk to, you can always rely on ChatGPT. Just have a conversation with ChatGPT and you're good to go. Fourth is changing your exposure therapy. That is, change the medium in which you actually watch your content in. From books to YouTube videos to shows to podcast, anything. Like for example, if anything interests you also, like skincare, fitness, or traveling vlogs, anything, watch all of these in English or any language that you're trying to be proficient in. What will happen is that you are actually gaining the knowledge also that you like, and you're also learning English. Whenever you change the medium of the content that you're watching in, you are basically making a habit for your brain to process that language. When your brain is continuously exposed to this language, it will start becoming comfortable in that. It will start processing it faster each day. And also, one more benefit, you will be able to structure the sentences properly, and it will also improve your pronunciation of different words and therefore enhancing your vocabulary, your accent, and it will help you become fluent in English. The last tip is journaling. I know a lot of people don't enjoy journaling that much, but just 10 minutes of your day. Trust me, just take out 10 minutes of your day and write just one page of how your day went, what did you like, what you didn't like, what did you do, every single thing in English. It's not like you have to write in perfect English, you have to use right vocabulary, you have to use good enhanced words. No, just write it in plain simple English. Why am I asking you to do it? Because right now, your brain is not in the habit of processing your thoughts and your feelings in English. So, when you are actually writing it down, first of all, you're getting a clarity of your thought in your mind. And as you're getting clarity of thought, your brain is processing your thoughts in English and you're writing it. And when you're writing it, it's basically your brain is actually getting into habit of not thinking in your native language that usually your brain is habitual of doing, but actually your brain is processing it in new language. The more you write, the faster your brain will process. If on day 1 you are taking 10 minutes to write about your day, maybe on day 30 or day 60th you will take just 2 minutes to do it, because the more you write, the faster your brain is processing. So these were my tips that actually helped me a lot to become fluent in English and to actually enhance my vocabulary. And trust me, just follow these things, follow it consistently, practice it every single day, because nothing of these will work until and unless you practice. So just make sure that you practice consistently and you will be fluent in English, and that's my promise to you. Okay, till then, take care of yourself. Do hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. I love you guys.